Well, hey, good morning, dosers. Didn't you love yesterday's daily dose? I hope you're all shaking your head yes, because if right now you're going, you know what, I think I missed yesterday's, well then go back and don't miss it, because this is a part 2 and tomorrow is a part 3, all right? We'll give you time to catch up. Go, we'll all wait. Okay, now that all of them are gone, let's pick up on part 2 right now. So yesterday we looked at what do we do in the shelter in place right now? What do we do with more time with each other than ever before, and yet each other is growing on our nerves right now like ever before? Well, in Ephesians 5, we looked at verse 1. Be imitators of God as dearly loved children, and love each other as Christ had loved you. In other words, because you're made in the image of God, because you're made as His daughter, as His son, you're created to love like this. You're created to do this. You imitating God isn't something that's that far out of your reach. Just like my kids have a lot of my personality and a lot of Amy's personality in them. Why? We made them. We created them. I don't have time to get into that on this video. You look it up with your parents. What we're saying is this is in your DNA. This is what you're made for. Later on in Ephesians, verse 5:15, it says this, so then, be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, and make the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is. Therefore, right now, where we have more time at home, more time with each other than ever before, let's make the most of every opportunity, understanding we've been made to love each other as God has loved us. We've been made to love each other with extra patience, to give extra grace, to give extra mercy. We've been made to love each other as an action, not just a feeling. We've been made to do this. And here's the deal. The closer we walk with Dad, the more we're going to have His Spirit, as we've been studying in our book of Acts, to do this, in us, and through us. So I love this verse. Be careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise. Make the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. And this is what we're going to pick up on from yesterday. See, most of my days are filled with great opportunities, but the God opportunities, the people in my life, they're not getting the best Chris. They're getting the leftover Chris. And I'm sad to say that. I had so many seminars heading into ministry about living a balanced life and living a balanced life. Let me tell you, some years ago, in fact, 16 years ago, the reason I moved down here to do ministry and life differently at North Coast is because we decided we wanted to live an unbalanced life. Think about a balanced life. A balanced life means you have a scale and everything's equal. Everything is balanced. So all of my work and all of my ministry and my family, it's a balanced life. My wife and my kids don't want to be equal with my work. My wife and my kids don't need to be equal with how I earn a living or my finances or how I use Bible pages so much they just fall out when the breeze starts to blow. My wife and kids want to be unequal, and they should be. My wife and kids have got to put in a place where they know we carry the weight in this relationship. This is where I want us as a church for the next 30 days minimum, probably longer than that, to press into those relationships. We have been given a forced break from the great opportunities in life to now be with the God opportunities in life. Well, Chris, what's that going to look like? I'm glad you asked, because we go back to Ephesians 5. Oh no, it's the page that blew out. We're going to love each other. It says, just as Christ loved us and gave Himself up for us as a fragrant offering and a sacrifice to God. What do we give up in these weeks to come? We give up ourselves. We have to sacrifice. Now I got to look and go, kids, what do you want to do? Really? Another puzzle? Okay, they may watch this and I'll deny it, but I hate doing puzzles. I don't want to sit and do puzzles. You know what a game night is for me? Watching SportsCenter. I know there's no current sports. I'm talking SportsCenter Classic. I'll watch the Rose Bowl game from 1984. I don't care. That's game night. You know what I need to do right now? I need to sit my butt down in the kitchen table and I need to play a game. I need to play Risk and not cheat. I need to play Monopoly. I need to sit down and play Balderdash. I need to sit down and play Five Crowns. I need to do this because my kids years from now aren't going to look back and go, ooh, remember the financial hit that we took? My kids years from now looking back aren't going to remember, ooh, remember when Dad had to do all kinds of conferencing online? My kids 5 years from now are going to look back and go, remember that time where we played all those games? Remember that time when we did all those puzzles? Remember we had family movie night 3 or 4 times a week? Remember when each of my kids had to find some sort of educational content online and present about 45 minutes to the rest of the family? It can be anything bizarre, anything that you like. We just have to sit there and watch. Okay, that drives me nuts. This is sacrifice. How can we do that? We can do that holding on to the fact that my dad has sacrificed to give me, and I'm made in that image. And love isn't a feeling, it's not an emotion, it's not saying someone is a priority, it's cutting out whatever needs to be cut out in my life to make you a priority. That's step one. Step two? Well, step two comes tomorrow.